Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we're talking about the human body, right, Marco?
That's right. Today we are going to take a look at very specific vocabulary words related to your body, what's inside your body. So let's just jump right into this dialogue. Let's listen to this anatomy class.
Okay, class, so today we're going to continue with our anatomy class. Today we will review everything we have learned. Can anyone tell me what the first major organ is?
The brain.
That's right, the brain. It serves as a control center for the body, handling the processes of the central nervous system as well as cognition. Then what major organ is in our chest?
The heart.
Very good. It pumps blood throughout the body using the circulatory system such as blood vessels and veins. Now, let's not forget that our lungs provide oxygen to our heart and body to keep us alive. Now, what about the organs that help us digest food?
The stomach and intestines.
Very good. Let's not forget that the stomach is the one that breaks down our food and our intestines process the food and then expel the waste. Are we forgetting anything?
Yeah, our kidneys, liver, and bladder.
Oh yes, you are right. Very important organs indeed.
So, what do these organs do, teacher?
Well, they... Time for a break. We can talk about it when you get back.
All right, we're back. So now let's take a look at some vocab on language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
So the first word we have today is anatomy. We've heard this already. This is the study of the body, right?
That's right. So maybe in high school you took an anatomy class. You studied the bodies maybe of animals, for example.
That's right. But if we're talking about human beings, we would call it human anatomy. And we would study the things like your organs, your bones, all the things that make up your body.
That's right, and that's our next word. We're talking about our body organs.
Now, this is important. Where are these located, Marco? Inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside the body. So the body has many different organs, and we learned all about these in today's dialogue, but an organ is basically a part.
A part of your body.
But it has a special function, or many functions.
Yeah, that's right. So, for example, we talked about the heart. We all know what the heart is, and it's one of our main organs that pumps blood through our body.
That's right. And so some of these organs have to do with processing food. Some have to do with blood. But there's also an interesting system that we heard about called the central nervous system.
That's right. And this is very closely related to the brain. And so basically the nervous system is in charge of all the things that you feel in your body.
That's right. So you feel through what are called nerves, and the central nervous system is actually a system that connects all these things together and then connects it to the brain. So think of a system as being comprised of many different parts, not just one nerve.
That's right. So we're talking about, for example, your skin is part of the nervous system, your eyes, what you see, and all this gets fed into the brain and it processes it, and that's what basically the nervous system is all about.
That's right. And the brain is also important for other things. We heard about this noun, cognition.
Yeah, the teacher said that cognition was one of the other things that the brain helped us with. So what exactly is cognition? Cognition
is the ability to think. All right. So humans have cognition. That means we have brains, and our brains allow us to think and even talk and write music and things like that. But for example, a rock does not have cognition.
Right.
A plant would not have cognition either, because they don't have this special organ, the brain, that allows them to think.
Right. So it's a noun, right? You're saying that we have cognition because we have brains.
That's right. You have it.
Okay. So those are the 4 words that we're going to take a look at to introduce the lesson. Why don't we move on now to more specific vocab? Let's take a look at some of the main organs that we discussed in this dialogue on Language Takeaway Part 2.
Okay, class, so today we're going to continue with our anatomy class. Today we will review everything we have learned. Can anyone tell me what the first major organ is?
The brain.
That's right, the brain. It serves as a control center for the body, handling the processes of the central nervous system as well as cognition. Then what major organ is in our chest?
The heart.
Very good. It pumps blood throughout the body using the circulatory system, such as blood vessels and veins. Now, let's not forget that our lungs provide oxygen to our heart and body to keep us alive. Now, what about the organs that help us digest food?
The stomach and intestines.
Very good. Let's not forget that the stomach is the one that breaks down our food, and our intestines process the food and then expel the waste. Are we forgetting anything?
Yeah. Our kidneys, liver, and bladder.
Oh yes, you are right. Very important organs indeed.
So, what do these organs do, teacher?
Well, they... Time for a break. We can talk about it when you get back.
So we're moving down the body. We had the brain, and we mentioned the stomach. We had the brain, and then the heart, of course, which pumps blood, like you say, Marco. But the next item, the next organ, is the stomach.
That's right. So we get to the stomach and the intestines, which are very closely bound together. So what does the stomach do first?
First of all, when you eat food, the food is sent to your stomach, where your stomach breaks it down and decides what parts to keep and what parts to save, right?
Right. And the interesting thing is that in our stomachs, we have what we call acid.
Yeah, so these acids break down those foods because it all gets mixed together in there, and your body has to determine what exactly you've been eating.
Right, exactly. So after the stomach breaks things down, it goes through the intestines, and also the intestines are very important, and they're very long, but they're all wound up inside our stomach.
That's right. They kind of look like a lot of S's because they're all coiled up inside of us, and they're indeed quite long. But the intestines are also very, very important because they're actually what the waste or the parts of food that our bodies don't need, it's what they travel through to get out of our systems.
That's right. So actually, the intestines will absorb part of the proteins and the vitamins and everything that we need. And at the same time, they will also act as little tunnels that will transport the waste, the things that we don't need to have inside our body to later be able to digest.
That's right. So the stomach and the intestines, those have to do with the way that we eat, process, and dispose of food. But now we have the kidneys. Okay, so people have two kidneys, right?
Yeah, that's right. People have two kidneys, and actually you can continue living with just one kidney, right?
That's right. They're kind of shaped like a C almost. In fact, we have something called a kidney bean in English, which is a red bean, and it looks just like a kidney.
Okay. And well, what do the kidneys do?
The kidneys, from what I understand, basically clean your blood. So, there's lots of things in your system, in your body, especially from the things that you eat and maybe the chemicals that you're exposed to. And we need our kidneys, or at least the one kidney, to clean our blood and to make sure our blood is what it's supposed to be. And in fact, when the kidneys aren't working properly, it's very, very serious. And we call this kidney failure, right? So when you're watching a TV show about doctors, maybe you say, oh, he's gone into kidney failure.
Right.
It's a big deal. Very big problem.
All right, so this is what our kidneys do, a very important part of our bodies, obviously. And, well, as you said, they act as filters, but near the kidneys, we also have the liver.
That's right. Liver is actually, for some people, a delicious food. Not human liver, but animal liver. But in humans, we also have this organ, right? And it's also closely related to people who have drinking problems. They have bad livers.
And why is that?
I think it has to do a little bit with what the liver does. It does many different things, but alcohol, I think, harms your liver, makes it weaker. And the liver is important because it helps to generate hormones, but it also helps us process chemicals in our body.
Right. Yeah, so this is really important. Actually, the why the liver is so important is because it does so much. And, well, we only got one of them, so we can't really live without it, right?
That's right. So the liver is a very important thing. And actually, many people now have gone through liver transplants. That means that their liver stops working, so they receive the liver of another person.
Right.
Yeah, so you might hear that as well on TV.
And the last organ that we took a look at here is the bladder, which is also very important, goes hand in hand with the kidneys.
It does. So the bladder, you might hear someone say, say I have a bad bladder, that means that I often have to use the bathroom to
Right.
go urinate. Now, the bladder is where liquids and also some kinds of chemicals in our bodies that we get from the food that we eat
Right.
are kept until we dispose of them.
Right, exactly.
All right, so
actually when your bladder is full, because it gets full of liquid or urine, that's when you have to go to the bathroom.
That's right. And so pregnant women often have weaker bladders. They feel pressure on the bladder, so it hurts, and doesn't hurt. It pushes down on the bladder, the baby does. So they often have to pee very often,
Okay.
unlike people who are not pregnant.
Okay, very, very interesting. And actually, some people say that, I have a small bladder, and that's why they go to the bathroom all the time, more often than others. Now, why don't we take a look at our dialogue for the last time, and we'll be back in a bit to talk a little bit more.
Okay, class, so today we're going to continue with our anatomy class. Today we will review everything we have learned. Can anyone tell me what the first major organ is?
The brain.
That's right, the brain. It serves as a control center for the body, handling the processes of the central nervous system as well as cognition. Then what major organ is in our chest?
The heart.
Very good. It pumps blood throughout the body using the circulatory system such as blood vessels and veins. Now, let's not forget that our lungs provide oxygen to our heart and body to keep us alive. Now, what about the organs that help us digest food?
The stomach and intestines.
Very good. Let's not forget that the stomach is the one that breaks down our food and our intestines process the food and then expel the waste. Are we forgetting anything?
Yeah. Our kidneys, liver, and bladder.
Oh yes, you are right. Very important organs indeed.
So, what do these organs do, teacher?
Well, they... Time for a break. We can talk about it when you get back.
Human anatomy means the study of the human body. It helps us understand how our body looks, how it is structured, and how different parts work together. This topic is very useful for learning English because we use body words every day in daily conversations, at the doctor's office, and even in simple descriptions. So, relax, listen carefully, and repeat after me when you hear short sentences. The human body. The human body is an amazing system. It is made of many parts that work together. We can divide the human body into 3 main parts: the head, the torso, the limbs. Repeat after me. The human body has 3 main parts: the head and face. The head is the top part of the body. It contains the brain. The brain controls our thoughts, memory, and movements. Without the brain, the body cannot work. Repeat after me. The brain controls the body. On the face, we have many important parts: eyes, ears, nose, mouth. We use our eyes to see. We use our ears to hear. We use our nose to smell. We use our mouth to eat and speak. Repeat after me. I see with my eyes. I hear with my ears. The mouth has teeth and a tongue. Teeth help us chew food. The tongue helps us speak and taste food. Head, brain, face, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, teeth, tongue. Example sentence: My eyes are tired today. The torso, upper body. The torso is the middle part of the body. It includes the chest, abdomen, and back. Inside the torso, we have important organs. Heart. The heart is in the chest. It pumps blood around the body. Repeat after me. My heart is beating. Lungs. The lungs help us breathe. We breathe in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. Repeat after me. I breathe in and breathe out. Stomach. The stomach helps digest food. After we eat, food goes to the stomach. Repeat after me. The stomach digests food. Other organs. Other important organs include liver, kidneys, intestines. These organs help clean the blood, remove waste, and absorb nutrients. The skeleton and bones. The skeleton gives shape to the body. It is made of bones. Adults have about 206 bones. Bones help us stand, move, protect organs. Repeat after me. Bones protect the body. Important bones include the skull, spine, ribs, pelvis.
Muscles. Muscles help us move. When muscles contract, we can walk, run, and lift things. There are 3 types of muscles. Skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, cardiac muscles. Repeat after me. Muscles help me move. Example sentence. My arm muscles are strong.
Hello. The limbs, arms, and legs. Limbs are the arms and legs. Arms. Each arm has shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, hand. We use our arms to hold things, write, carry objects. Repeat after me. I use my hands every day. Legs. Each leg has thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, foot. We use our legs to walk, run, and jump. Repeat after me. My legs are tired.
Human anatomy helps us understand our body and learn useful English words. By learning body parts, organs, and systems, you can speak English more naturally in daily life. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Practice every day, repeat the sentences, and take care of your body. See you in the next episode.